Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So a little sort of sit down video for you today. Just quickly before I get into that, at the moment I'm just kind of doing one video a week. I've taken it down a bit because I was really struggling for content. I usually used to do like one vlog a week and then something else, but I was just struggling, and there's only so much like food hauls you can do, and I haven't been really doing haven't been doing an awful lot, obviously, with lockdown, and it looks like things aren't going to be going like mega fast out of lockdown. So I think just to take the pressure off, I'll do one video a week. I really don't know when it'll be, but either probably midweek, something like that, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see how it goes. And then, as I say, it just takes the pressure off because there's really not much. If you have anything you would like me to do, let me know, and I'll see what I can get sorted out. But just see how it goes over the next few weeks. Olivia is going to go back to nursery, which is good, so that will take some of the pressure off. I might be able to I might be able to do a little bit more, and there's a couple of like creative things I'd like to do, so I might have some time to sit down and do that. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on my little sit down video, which is about things I've learned about myself over this like lockdown pandemic, and things that I'm looking forward to once I'm finished. So starting off with what I've learned about myself. I think I've learned that I like I crave like social interaction, and I think everybody's probably the same, or at least most people are. I think as humans it's something that we really crave. We need people, we need, you know, and although we obviously do have people, we have our families and things, but I think like a diverse amount of people is needed. So you've got your friends, you've got family, you know, you need that sort of interaction, and that's something that I definitely feel that I kind of knew that anyway, but it's something I've definitely felt since this pandemic. It's been pretty crazy. Also, I feel that probably just thankful for friends and family and our health and having a roof over our heads. You know, it's been a tough old year. Sadly I did lose my job, got made redundant. I found something else and it's great, it's working in with us, and it's just, you've just got to be thankful. So I know there's a lot of people in worse situations, so we're just making the best of what we've got, and you never know what is round the corner. So yeah, we're just very grateful that everyone is still here. No one has been really affected by COVID or any other health reasons and things like that. I've known of people who've lost, you know, friends and family, but not like directly, so fingers crossed, we are very lucky. I think one of the things I've kind of understood, or I've learned about myself or learned about, is sort of like mental health. Now, it's not something I've really felt like has been affected. I'm quite a bubbly person. I don't sort of like, you know, I don't let things get to me. I don't worry. Like, I worry, but not crazily worry. And actually, I've never really spoken about this, but my husband Craig, he has quite a lot of like anxiety and mental health issues, and that he like really worries, like crazily worries about things. Like some of the things he tells me, I'm just like, what are you stressing over? You know, I think that's probably why we get on so well, because like I'm really bubbly and happily and positive, and he's like the complete opposite, so we kind of bounce off each other. But having sort of like dealt with it for the last few years with Craig, it's been like I've not really understood it. Like, he has slight probably health anxiety. He gets himself really worked up about things and stresses over stuff, like really minor things, and then like there's been like health issues that have been absolutely nothing to worry about, but he's like made them 10 times worse. And he is on like a daily tablet, and it completely helps him. He says it really has grounded him, and if it works for him, that's great. But I probably haven't really fully understood it. And since the lockdown, I feel like I've had a lot of my mental health has suffered a lot, in terms of like just really struggling with the sort of like situation that we're in, like stupidly like not sleeping very well, like googling death rates of everywhere, just waiting for like the next sort of big jump where it comes down and down, and you know, seeing what's happening in the world. Like, you never hear about like all the places in Europe or Australia, but I still, you know, I keep an eye on all these places and what's happening, and it's not good. It does feel like a bit of a, oh, I need to know what's going on, and like every day I have to, like, maybe not so much for everybody, but like BBC News Scotland, I'm on there, I'm like, right, what was the, what, like I might not watch the conferences or whatever they're called every day, but I certainly make sure that I find out what the death rate is, how many cases we've got, what's the positivity rate, you know. I'm really kind of obsessed with seeing the figures, and it is scary. And like last lockdown when we were in the summer, I haven't really said, but I did actually have, well, almost had a panic attack. Now, I've not ever had one before, and I've been quite, it was quite scary, you know. Just like felt like I couldn't breathe, and I just had to get out the house and calm down, and it was fine. But obviously we've been locked down again, and it's the winter, and it's after, you know, it's January. There's nothing like mega to look forward to. It's dark nights, dark mornings, rubbishy weather, haven't gotten out the same as what we did last time, and I just feel like it's suffering again. So I think I've definitely had a better understanding about how Craig feels and how he thinks about things and how he worries and that. So I guess that is good, because you know, it's always good to understand your partner and what they're doing and what they're thinking and why they're doing things and that. So yeah, that's obviously been a good thing, although not obviously good really, but you know what I mean. And I think, I don't know if my patience is, I certainly feel like I haven't learned much of my patience. I feel like my patience has taken a huge hit. But I do think in terms of like, sometimes you just have to kind of say, you know, like normally we would be quite strict with the kids, and I am still like that, but sometimes you've just got to go, do you know what, you can have the iPad for a little bit, or you know, one of our phones, or you know, let's have a treat, a sweetie that I wouldn't have normally given, or just letting them have a bit more fun than they would normally would have. So probably just like appreciating the simple things, and sometimes just learning to pick your battles, and sometimes you just need that bit of me time. So giving them 10 minutes on the iPad, or half an hour, or you know, just to get yourself showered, and just take 10 minutes to get a shower in peace without people running around in the shower. So yeah, sometimes you've just got to, I've definitely learned that self-care, I think, is vital. And although I maybe haven't managed a huge amount over lockdown, I think once we come out of this, it's something I'm going to be prioritising a lot more when I've got more help, and obviously like grandparents like to babysit and things like that. And so yeah, I think that's kind of the main things. I can't really think of anything else, just lots of like little things. So I'm going to go on and speak about what I'm looking forward to. Now obviously we're very much in lockdown. I don't think things are really going to open up until March, and given the vaccine at the moment, I think we're probably going to be getting vaccines for a long time. But I don't know when officially this will be all over and things will return to 100% normal, like no masks, no social distancing, no obsessive, you know, washing your hands, which isn't a bad thing, but do you know what I mean? Like, put on your mask, you have to put on gel, take off your mask, you put on gel, you know, like just really, really scarily washing your hands. But I just want to speak about what I am looking forward to. So I think obviously the main thing is seeing family and friends. Like, as I said, I really crave socialising, and I loved like that, like just being able to go down to my mum and dad's and catch up with them, and catch up with my sister-in-law and then my nieces and nephews. I've got family, my brother, one of my brothers is in Germany, so I haven't seen them at all. Obviously I think haven't really seen them since James was born, so you're probably talking like a year and a half, and obviously they haven't gotten over this year and we don't know when they'll get over. So it's kind of sad. And I've got a friend in France, one of my best friends is in France, and I haven't seen her, and it's just like, once this is all over, we're going to be like doing visits. Like, quite a lot of my friends are all like spread about, but I think and we haven't, like, you know, life gets in the way. We've had kids, we've got married, and you know, just life gets in the way. But I think now I want to be just like, I want to be making more time for friends and family and saying, you know, we're going to do this more. I want the kids to grow up with their cousins. I want to see my friends more, and just be as socialising as possible, even if it's just catching up with a cup of tea. Well, don't drink tea, but a juice and a cake or something like that. So yeah, definitely looking forward. And obviously family, seeing them much more. We haven't had too much of a like big celebrations over lockdown. Obviously had birthdays, but nothing too big. We had my mother-in-law's 60th, which we did manage to kind of celebrate, but never quite to the extent what we wanted. So I'm probably continue on with that, and there is quite a couple of big celebrations this year, and obviously the kids themselves. So we want to have all these like family parties. I don't know, like, so obviously having like parties with family and friends, but I'm not sure the extent of what we'll get that this year. But hopefully when things go back to normal, whenever that may be, we can have like big parties. I think with the kids and that, like being so young, we personally haven't had like a chance to have like proper like catch up with our friends, because their kids are all a different age. So I think we were like, right after James, we're just gonna have like a big party and catch up with everyone, and obviously didn't get that. So that's probably one of the things that's on. I think I'm looking forward to taking the kids places. I feel like Olivia has had some aspects of it obviously in her life, but James has really suffered. He hasn't had near the amount of same opportunities in terms of like swimming classes and, you know, soft play and baby classes or toddler classes, and just going out and seeing what's out there. Like, want to take him places, like we want to take him like holidays and see different places and different activities. Like, we've got an aquarium which Olivia's been to a couple of times, and James has as well. We went for his first birthday, but I want to take him again, you know, just do all these like really cool stuff. And I know, like, one thing that I didn't say, but one thing that we have learned is that we don't have to do like fancy things. We can take a picnic to the park and do, you know, just play in the park, and the kids love that. But at the same time, it is nice to go places and go for lunch and cakes and ice cream and, you know, to the shops, and it just like expands their minds so much. So yeah, looking forward to doing more with the kids once things open up. As I say, I think a lot of it will be like, we can scale down in terms of like cost and that, but obviously at the same time we want to do things with them, and sometimes that does cost money. So that's that. One thing I've been thinking about is going out. Now, even before kids, I wasn't big on going out. One, because I didn't really like to drink, because that was like calories, and two, I didn't really like this sort of like calories that was added on from drink. So if you started drinking, then you were eating. And I don't know, I just wasn't really fussed about going out, or like, not going out, but like not drinking, so I never really did. And obviously then the kids came along, and I've never really had a big opportunity to. So I think like having a proper night out was like, I'm not one for nightclubs. I think the last nightclub I was in, I felt like I was way too old. But honestly, I keep thinking about these nightclubs. I'm just like, I'm looking forward to like just going and having cocktails and dancing the night away, and like getting in at 3 in the morning. And I probably wouldn't be able to last that long, but you know, just like the idea of it, and having a good time with friends and dancing and singing. And oh, I just been reminiscing a lot about like some of our nights out from when we were younger, and it's just like, I just want to have that again. And I think definitely having more nights away, with or without the kids. So obviously with the kids, you know, said about doing things, but I want to do you know, I want to do, like, I feel like, I remember my hen do was like, we went away to, where did we go? Went to Inverness, and it was so good, and I would love to do something like that again with the girls, or go away with like Craig and other couples, and I just want to be doing like more things. So I'm looking forward to all of that, and I think that's probably the main things. Obviously going on holiday is a big thing now. 100% sure we won't get away this year. I don't think we'll be going anywhere for a couple of years anyway, but it is something that obviously, like Olivia's experience, she's been on a plane, she was 14 months, so she has been, but at the same time she probably doesn't really remember it, so it would be cool to take her on a plane again. And obviously James hasn't been on at all, so yeah, at some point we will go on holiday and hopefully be able to do that again. I don't know when or where we would go or anything like that. I mean, as I say, I've got friends in France. It's like the southwest of France, so it's really hot in the summer, so it might be somewhere that we can think about when things start opening up, and you know, we can get away for maybe a little bit of sun, but not in a crowded area. She lives out in the countryside, so it would be a good place to start without things getting mental. And obviously good to see them, so we'll see how it goes. But obviously holidays is definitely one. I mean, there's nothing better than going away for a week to somewhere hot. I love beach holidays, and there's other things I want to do as well, like, you know, obviously I've got a bucket list of things that I would like, places I would like to visit, but it's not going to be happening anytime soon. Like, we're talking years, maybe even decades before we complete some of these. But yeah, I definitely would like to go on a holiday. I miss going to the beach and, well, not the beach, like sitting at the pool and having cocktails and drinks and just like chilling and relaxing, because obviously it's been so you know, your life's so hectic, and getting away really makes a difference. So fingers crossed soon, I guess. And the good thing is that by the time we do get away on holiday, the kids will be of a very good age, that they'll be kind of well behaved, and you know, a bit more, you know, we're not taking them at the baby stage where we've got to worry about milk and nappies and things like that. So yeah, I guess in some senses it'll be good once we do take them away. So that's it. That's probably all my biggest things. What are your big things that you're looking forward to? And is there anything major that you've learned about yourself that you surprising or something like that? So yeah, it's a funny old time, and praying that this vaccine is the answer, and that maybe by Christmas that things will be a hell of a lot more normal. So what else can I cross? So I'm going to finish things up here. I really hope you've liked this little vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you are new, please hit the subscribe button. There is now 400 of you, and I'm so chuffed. Fairly seeing the numbers going up now, so hello to all the newbies. And if you aren't new or you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And as I say, one video a week, lots of vlogs, lots of hauls, parenting advice, all that sort of good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you the next time. Bye bye.